I'm here today because I believe Facebook's products harm children, stoke division, and weaken our democracy. The company's leadership knows how to make Facebook and Instagram safer, but won't make the necessary changes because they have put their astronomical profits before people. Congressional action is needed. They won't solve this crisis without your help. Yesterday, we saw Facebook get taken off the internet. I don't know why it went down, but I know that for more than 5 hours, Facebook wasn't used to deepen divides, destabilize democracies, and make young girls and women feel bad about their bodies.
For more on this, Mark Carl Ram is an associate professor of government and public policy at the Georgetown University. He joins us live from Washington, D.C. It's a pleasure having you on the program. Sir, thank you for your time. Firstly, your thoughts on Ms. Hogan's comments, basically saying Facebook chooses to capitalize on the social harm it contributes to instead of fixing the problem she says the company is aware of.
Facebook does not exist to make the world a better place. Facebook would like the world to be a better place because of it, but Facebook exists as a for-profit corporation, and all their actions, all their design of their algorithms are to engage people's attention, to keep them on longer so that they can sell more advertising. That means that they are selling the most controversial and divisive material. They're spreading it quickly. That's in Facebook's interest to do so, and as long as Facebook will profit by this type of program, Facebook is going to do that.
So then on that note, what are your thoughts on the argument that Facebook merely offers a service and can't be held accountable for the myriad of ways people may misuse it?
You know, I think that's ludicrous. If a car company said, we don't drive the car, we just make the cars for people to use, and it's their choice how they use it, and those cars were demonstrably unsafe, we would regulate those car manufacturers. Facebook is not merely a service. It's the way half of the global community connects to the internet. They are more than just a service. They are, for many people, considered really an essential product. They need to be regulated, and rest assured that they will be regulated.
Interesting. However, I mean, it's hard comparing Facebook to a car company, considering that you can't really be physically hurt by Facebook. I mean, how should this issue be addressed? Facebook, this week, when it went down, and consequently Instagram and WhatsApp, some people were lost, for lack of a better word. How should this issue be resolved?
You know, it's much easier to say that Congress will act and that regulations will take place than to say exactly what those regulations will be. America has very, very strong First Amendment protections for freedom of speech. It's hard for the government to require certain kinds of speech to be regulated unless they clearly violate the Constitution in some very specific ways. So, for example, inciting violence or engaging in commercial fraud. Misinformation is in a gray area. If it's political information, it's typically seen as protected by the First Amendment. So for Congress to write regulations that will have teeth, that will stand up in court, that will control the spread of misinformation and disinformation, that's really going to be a very, very difficult task.
Of course, and Congress has always been very concerned about the power Facebook has, particularly during elections. We appreciate your time, Mr. Mark Carl Ram. Thanks again.